After my first half of the day in Arashiyama had passed, I knew it was time to head to Kurama. This rural town is about an hour outside of Kyoto and serves as the host of the Fire Festival, which takes place every year on October 22nd. It's set to get started around 6 p.m., so when I left at 3, I thought it was early enough. But boy, was I wrong. Check out this Snapchat of me on my first packed train in Japan. It was no different when I actually arrived in Kurama. Crowded. Getting off the train, I was greeted by uniformed policemen, groups of smaller crowds, and the sight of the prepared kagaribi in front of the family homes. I understood that later in the night, these little kagaribi would be lit to guide the way for the festival. I claimed my spot near the Urama-dera temple near Yuki Shrine, which my research showed would be an important spot in the parade, and waited as the crowds and anticipation grew. 6 o'clock came and more police emerged, motioning us to get up. Yells in Japanese of what I could only assume meant, "Keep moving and don't stop," were produced from the police's many megaphones. Setting the tone for the rest of the night, yellow tape served as a barrier between the crowds and the town inhabitants. Seems like I claimed that spot for nothing, as we were going to be herded around the whole night. That didn't show up in my research. A great perk of circling Kurama was that we got to see this tiny town and its natural surroundings. Amidst the locals getting ready, we could see lively streams and the views of the mountains in the background. It was a beautiful setting as the dwindling day turned into a mysterious night. The festival was in our midst. I can only imagine what it would be like to actually live here. I would be so proud to share my town and festival with foreigners and Japanese tourists alike. So what is the Fire Festival? Kurama no Hi Matsuri is a procession representing the journey of the deity Yuki Daimyojin to Yuki Shrine, using the glow from the various bonfires as a guide. Local men wear traditional outfits consisting of sandals, a head wrap, and a tiny loincloth. This festival also serves as a rite of passage for the children, who are dressed in colorful patterned fabric and are seen following closely behind the heads of their household. Together they carry taimatsu, or heavy pinewood torches, which can weigh up to 170 pounds, and proudly pronounce "Sayure Sayuro," or "Have a good festival," as they parade around the town. Because we were being herded around, remember that yellow tape? We were only granted glimpses of these passerbys. You would be lucky to even get a picture, what with fighting the crowds who are just as eager as you are to see the locals, and getting yelled at by the policemen to keep moving. I gotta give it to Kurama though, and what I can assume was very strategic planning to keep the hordes of people in line. I have never been in a crowd this big before. It was definitely organized chaos, but apparently this is very typical of a Japanese festival. This is culture shock at its best. Even though the festival is meant to climax at 9 and end around midnight, I was absolutely ready to leave come 8 o'clock or so. Blame it on my American impatience, but I just couldn't take the mass of people or the pushing and shoving anymore. I had rotated through the main town once, and I just wasn't willing to try that again. Will I ever have an experience like this again? No, never. Will I ever attend this festival again? Probably not. But does that mean I wouldn't suggest this to anyone? No way. If you want to go, then go. Festivals are a huge part of Japanese culture. The Fire Festival itself is considered to be one of the most eccentric and lively. Why wouldn't you want to experience it for yourself? Just keep these 3 things in mind. 1. There will be huge crowds, so go early. 2. It's not so easy to see the festival. You won't be in a stagnant position, and the only way to let these huge crowds have a fair opportunity to see anything is to rotate them around. And 3, it's a bit of a journey to get there. It is in the mountains, mind you. But if you feel like you're equipped to face this, then by all means go. I may have left exhausted, smelling like a campfire, and a bit peeved by the packed trains, but I definitely would have been disappointed if I didn't go. It was a truly unique experience, and Kurama is gorgeous. I have incredible respect for it. But that doesn't mean I wasn't ready to go straight to bed that night.
This is a Chuki Beat production.